Hello, welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Kylie Becker, the communication professor here at Eastern Arizona College. Welcome to Interviewing Principles and Practices, also known as COM 215. So when you guys first get into Canvas, this is what you will see. If you click here to start, it will take you to our module, and this is where that intro video is going to be that you're going to be watching. You can also look here and see how to record with Zoom, how to upload to Canvas, and if the video is blurry, how to fix that. So if we go back to our homepage, our welcome page, we're going to kind of walk through the syllabus and the first part of this class in case you missed the first day or in case this has to go online. Because this is for particularly fall of 2020 and we are in the midst of COVID, so some things might change between now and then. So we are going to start with our textbook. So our textbook is Interviewing Principles and Practices, 13th edition by Stewart and Cash. If you have a little bit newer version, that's fine. If you have a little bit older version, that's also fine, because I will be posting the lecture videos and that, so it's not too big of a deal if you have a little bit older one or a little bit newer one. They're all pretty much the same. Whatever you can find for cheapest is totally okay with me. Some of our competencies and performance standards. So hopefully by the end of this, you will understand the nature of interviewing. You'll be able to show the strengths and weaknesses of different interviewing techniques and styles. Understand your own personal strengths and weaknesses in different interviewing situations. And you will apply appropriate interviewing techniques through partner interviews and also through our capstone project, which is a mock interview with someone in the community or outside of the community, because you will probably have to do them virtually and record them. So whoever you can find who is willing to do a mock interview for you, who's maybe a manager of a business or a business owner, that will totally work. So going to go over here to the syllabus. You can click on this link, there will be a little intro video from me at some point before your class starts. So I have not figured out my office hours yet because there is so much stuff up in the air, but those will also be in there. So important dates for the fall semester. So classes start on August 24th. Your last day to withdraw and receive a refund and not have a W on your transcript is the 28th. We have a holiday on Labor Day, September 7th. We also have Fair Day holiday, October 9th. If you are graduating, the petition is due November 2nd. Thanksgiving holiday. So we break on the 25th. So we break here on the 25th, and then at least my class, we will not return to in-person for that next 2 weeks. We will go entirely remote. We will do reviews and your quote-unquote like final on Canvas. We'll do it remotely because your capstone project for this class, we don't technically have a final exam. It's the capstone. It will be your mock interviews. We may have a short little cumulative exam at the end, but it will be probably just more of a ending exam rather than a quote unquote final exam. So our last day of class is the 17th, technically, although this is finals week. So we have this week of the 30th to the 4th. And then we have Dead Week, which is December 7th through December 11th, where we will do finals review. So our COVID-19 statement, because that is going on right now. If you are sick or if you have symptoms that are symptoms of that, please do not come to campus. Please do not come to class. We will be alternating days. So some of you guys will come on Tuesday, some of you guys will come on Thursday. But if you are sick, shoot me an email. Please, please, please shoot me an email. Shoot me a message on Canvas. You have your little inbox over here. But do not come onto campus if you are sick. If you are ill, call your doctor, call someone who can give you advice, but please do not come onto campus. All of us faculty will be wearing masks while we are teaching, and although it is not required for students to wear them, we respectfully ask you to do so on the days you are in class. If you choose to not, you will either be asked to Zoom into class or possibly sit over in a remote corner of the classroom. However, the way my classroom is set up, the desks don't move. So if you're kind of in a back corner, you might have to like write on your lap or whatever. So please just wear a mask for the hour and 15 minutes that you are in class. Our grading, your exams, so basically your midterm and any other little quizzes and stuff we have in there, 20%. Your interviews, including your mock interview, is 60% of your grade. And then other participation, so any small things we do in class is 20%. So our performance standards, our objectives, academic integrity, plagiarism. Because all of your tests will be online for this, you know, obviously there's that opportunity there for cheating and dishonesty. If I have found that you have cheated on one of your exams or one of your assignments, you automatically fail that. So that's just what it is. Luckily, it's really hard to cheat on our capstone project because you actually have to turn in a video for that. But I guess if you were trying to like conspire with your interviewer, then I don't know. Just please don't. Just please be honest. Try your best. If you honestly give a good effort, and if you're having problems, you contact me and ask. Like, I will try to help you as much as I can. So you're probably not going to fail if you try and if you communicate with me and try to get help when you need it. Plagiarism, please don't plagiarize. It's kind of hard to plagiarize in this class because you're writing like interview questions and stuff and doing interviews, and it's really difficult to plagiarize that. But we will have a couple things that we write because this is a writing intensive course. So just bear that in mind. There are resources to help you if you feel like maybe you're not the strongest writer or whatever. We have online tutoring. We have hopefully in-person tutoring this fall. And I will happily help you as much as I can because I would much rather you come to me for help rather than plagiarize. Inclusion, accessibility, Title IX, harassment. You can go and peruse those at your leisure, but they're basically the same on all of the syllabi. You have the right to be respected in class. You have the right to not be discriminated or harassed. And if you need accommodations, then let the counseling office know and they will let us know. And sorry if you can hear like the cat sliding across the floor in the background. Attendance. With everything going on in the world right now, particularly in regards to higher education with COVID, if you contact me and let me know that you are ill, that is an excused absence. That is fine. Just make sure that you stay caught up in your work. If you are extremely ill and you can't think straight because you're having a super high fever and a lot of brain fog, just please try to shoot me an email. Like, I don't care if it's barely intelligible, whatever, it's barely readable. Just try to communicate in some way so I can be aware of what's going on, or let the counseling office know and they will give it out to all of your teachers if you are ill. Just please let us know so we can do our best to accommodate you and you can work on getting better, feeling well. And if you need like deadlines extended, just please talk to us, communicate with us, let us know just as a whole. And this goes for all of your teachers. However, if you don't let anybody know and just stop showing up, then there's the penalty to that. If you miss 3 classes, if you miss more than 3 classes, then you'll start losing points, percentages. And if you have 6 unexcused absences, then I have reserved the right to fail you. Recording, if you'd like to record yourselves or your peers, just make sure you have permission. Just give me a heads up that you're going to be doing that, so I know what's going on and I'm not like, oh no, why is, Jane trying to record John? Does she have permission to do that? Just give everybody a heads up that you're going to be recording, and then that's totally fine. Assignments, typically no makeup assignments unless otherwise negotiated. So if you're going to be, or if you were out because you were sick, yes, you can have makeup assignments, but if you just decided to go on vacation for a week, no. You are responsible for keeping up with your own readings, keeping up with the chapters. If there's any videos to watch, you're responsible for keeping up with that, because I'd really like to focus class time on the practical stuff. So that means coming in with either the lecture videos watched or, your chapter read, so that we can focus on actually doing rather than lecturing, because, it's a weird situation. So I'd rather you guys get the practical skills in class with other people, with me, rather than me trying to spend, 1 day or 2 days a week lecturing 2 different classes if we have to split the class. Formatting assignments, communication uses APA style. If you turn in something with a bibliography or reference sheet that's an MLA, it's a 0. Communication does not use MLA, we use APA. There are APA resources here in Canvas. You can also use the tutoring. I don't have it activated yet, but there will be a tab for online tutoring that you can turn in your papers and stuff to and say, hey, I need this check for APA formatting. If it's just a short little paper, you can just do, name, date, and title of the paper or whatever. But if it has references, if you have a works cited, it needs to be an APA. Other campus resources available to you: free tutoring, counseling, financial aid, library, all that jazz. So if we want to go back to the home page, if we want to go click here to start, it'll take us to here. Like I said, our intro video is right here if you want to watch how to record stuff with Zoom, because you will need to know how to do that. How to upload a video to Canvas, because you will also know how to need that. And then if your video is blurry, then here is a quick video on how to go through and change the quality of it. With YouTube, most of us pretty much know that it's just right down here in settings. But Canvas, if it's a video that is uploaded straight into Canvas, it'll just be a little box with a play button. And your quality control is also down there in the corner. That looks kind of like the settings button, but it's really little. And you can just click next to navigate through. Takes us back to the welcome page. Meet your professor. Like I said, there will be a video in here along with some more information when I have more information. Once again, communication, we do not use MLA. APA tools, there's the OWL at Purdue, there's other APA resources. If you want to read that on active reading. Bloom's taxonomy, so how most of our assignments are set up. Early, they start off with more the remembering, and then they move up to the top of the taxonomy. So factual remembering, then they move on to understanding, applying, creating. So our module 1, week 1, introductions. There is an online part for this just in case we have to go online. Chances are we will be doing this in person. So if we do this in person, then I will just go through and I will grade it, and then you guys won't have to post anything in here. If it ends up being online, then you'll just come in here, you'll type your stuff, etc., and then post your reply. You can also submit videos. So you can go here and you can click record media, allow it. Okay, I guess because I'm currently already recording something, it's not going to let me do that. But if you'd like to do it that way, you can also do it. It's this button right here, record, upload media. Oh, yeah, and then you just have to hit allow. But we're just going to close that out right now. You can also insert media here if you want to do pictures, if you want to upload YouTube videos. So we have our Module 1 practice quiz. We will have quizzes at the end of every module as well. That will go into your exam grade. There probably will be some of these questions on it, but they probably won't all be the same. But this is not for a grade. This is just to see, do you know anything yet? And then kind of the things to kind of focus, okay, what are some things that I might need to know? So, we don't want to do that quiz. But if you did that, then you get back to modules. The chapter videos will be in here. They might be before our class, or they might show up the day or two after our class, but they will get in here. So if you'd like to reference them. PowerPoint, so whenever you want, if you want to look at the PowerPoint, you just have to click on this PowerPoint links. There's links in every module for all of them. You can click on it. It will take you to Dropbox if it wants to load. Let's find out. It might just take forever because internet. And you can go through, you know, these are a resource that you are welcome to always use. That's why they're in there. So personal interviewing preferences, this one you will type up. We may talk about it in class, but you will still have to go in here and submit the assignment. I will either upload the assignment here, or this is something we will do in class. Like I said, depending on how stuff goes over the next couple weeks. So this one will either be online, or we'll be doing it in person, and then I will just submit the grade for it. So when we move on to module 2, not week 2, this will probably be week 4 or 5. There'll be a practice quiz, there'll be videos. If you want to check out the PowerPoints again, same link as last time. You'll do a survey, a discussion. We'll do some partner interviews. And then we might have a couple more things in there that we do either in class or outside of class, like I said, depending on how things go. So if you want to check your grades, you'll go over here, click on the grades button, and this is where they will all be, and it'll say total. You know, let's say you really want to see how it's going to affect your grade if you only get a 5 on the survey. Hey, I have a 50% in class now. Oh no. But you can do test grades and say, okay, I'm going to do really well on all of these things, or I did really well on these things, but I did really bad on the survey, but I could still see that. So you can do test grades too, and it's kind of cool. If I ever put any comments on your assignments, it'll show up over here as a little comment box. And then there'll also be like an average score box over, I think, there. So you can see what everybody in the class got. Well, not everybody's individual score, but like the average score. As you can see, we have a number of assignments. Some of them don't have due dates yet, but those will get put in there, and they'll probably be in there before you guys get into class. So, and I do offer extra credit. You can see it's 1% of your grade, so there's out of 101%. Extra credit includes the course evaluation, which is 5 points extra credit. 100%, okay, but it won't do that because you'll have other grades in there. But also if you do any form of community service, so like if you go donate blood, because we typically do a big blood drive in, I think, November. If you go donate blood, if you go volunteer somewhere, just have someone sign off on it. When we do the big blood drive, Patty Wren always has the sign-up sheets for it. So just sign on to my sheet for my class for that extra credit. If you go work at the food bank and volunteer that way, just have the supervisor there, shoot me an email or sign off on it, and that will get you extra credit points. So, do we have any questions, comments, or concerns so far? If you'd like to see who's all in the class, you can click on the People tab, and then you can say, okay, well, I know Jill was in class. last week when I missed it. So I'm going to message her and see if there's anything that I missed that wasn't in the video that got posted. You know, anything that we discussed that I need to know. Or you can also just shoot me a message too. I'm fine with that. You go over here to inbox. If I click on it, because I'm in student mode right now, nothing's going to pop up, but you will have stuff that pops up to send and receive messages. So please feel free to shoot me an email, shoot me a Canvas message. If you ever have any questions, I will happily try to answer those. Well, I will answer them. But if you ever have any concerns or questions, you know, I am happy to answer those. Just with everything going on right now, I just ask, if you get sick, please do not come to class. And please just shoot me a quick email that says, hey, I have a cough, I have a fever, you know, I am ill in some way, shape, or form. And you can either Zoom into class, you can watch the video. We will find some way to accommodate that, because we want you guys safe, we want you healthy, and if you are sick, do not come, because we do not want you to infect other people. So, like I said, shoot me an email, shoot me a message if you have any questions, and I will see you here soon.